The Oklahoma Sooners men's squad 10-1 as they enter conference play, with just one final non-conference game left after this week. But it won't be played until mid-January. So the two main non-con games against Creighton, an 83-70 win over them for the Sooners, and then a classic 76-69 game that it's a shame anybody had to lose out in Chi-Town, as Oklahoma holds off the Wildcats of Northwestern in a wild game, 76-69 in overtime. Sooners win both. We'll review this week in college hoops for the Sooners next. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! Review show, everybody. My name's Harry James. The Oklahoma Sooners, 2 games this week to finish off the official non-conference. They still have one SEC Big 12 Challenge game to finish out. But as far as the rest of the non-con, it's over. It's done. They're 10-1 because of it. It started against Creighton the other night in the midweek game, which was as the Blue Jays leave Norman black and blue 83-70 in favor of the Sooner Boomers. It started with Creighton shooting 46.9% from inside the arc and just 7.7% from behind the arch for one of, if not the most predominant three-point shooting team in the country. Just 7.9% in the first half. For Oklahoma and the Boomer Sooners, 59.3% from inside the arc and 28.6% from the outside. Second half for Creighton, 45.2% from inside the arc. And it's really hard to hold them down for long from behind the arch, leading the 3-point buckets as they do for Creighton. They did shoot way better than 7% from the first half, because in the second half they shot 35.3%. But the Oklahoma Schooner Boomers shot 54.2% from inside the arc and deadly 30% from outside the arch. For the full set of games itself, for the both halves, Creighton shot 46.0% from inside the arc and 23.3% from the 3-point bucket, while Oklahoma shot 51.7% from inside the arc and 29.4% from the 3-point line. The stat suffers for the Creighton-Oklahoma match: points, assists, and rebounds. Points, 18 points for Brady Manick led the way. Assists with 3 apiece for newcomers Aaron Kalixty and Miles Reynolds. 3 apiece for those guys. And on the boards, the big guy, number 0, Christian James, the Big 12 Player of the Year thus far as Oklahoma's concerned. He finished with 12 boards. So after that, the Sooners left out for Northwestern out in Big 10 country, pretty close to Chicago. But the Sooners did hold off the Wildcats of Northwestern, by the way, in a wild game, 76-69 in overtime in favor of the Sooners. First half, Oklahoma's 36.1% from inside the arc and 22.2% from the 3-point line for the first half. Second half for Northwestern, 48.1% from inside the arc, and 28.6% from the 3-point bucket. Second half, Oklahoma was awesome from inside and outside the arc. 50% from inside the arc and 30% from outside the arc. Well, Northwestern, second half, 41.2% from inside the arc and 38.5% from outside the arc. And we aren't done yet because we have an overtime to handle with both teams even at the end of 2 quarters. In the first and only overtime, Oklahoma 42.2% from inside the arc and 0.0% from the 3-point bucket. While Northwestern 20.0% and 33.3% from 20% from inside the arc and 33.3% from the 3-point bucket. For the full game, Oklahoma shot 42.7% from inside the arc and 23.8% for the 3-point bucket. While Northwestern 42.8% from inside the arc and 34.8% from behind the arch. Stat leaders in this one, 16 points for numero uno off the bench, Rashard Odoms. 6 assists for the newcomer Aaron Calixte. And the rebounding leaders in the ball game, 9 apiece for OKLAHOMA, Christian Doolittle and Christian James. The Christians both had 9 boards to lead the Sooners to a 76-69 victory over the Northwestern Wildcats. All right, guys, we'll do a OU women's review and an Orange Bowl preview this week. No reviews because the Sooners men and women are both off until the start of the new year. So we'll do one next week as a preview for both men and women's basketball. But there will be an OU football preview up soon also. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy this week of college basketball and enjoy your bowl games. Hopefully your bowl team wins if you're a football fan. All right, guys, thanks for watching. My name's Harry James. You can catch this and all my other videos on YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982, right here on the YouTube, on the Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or on Twitter at HypeManHarry. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for the fans for making this a great birthday, and Boomer Sooner, everybody. I'm out of here. See ya.